Sorry. Okay, welcome to ISEA Symposium Archives. We're going to talk a little bit about the progress and teamwork. And as you can see, we have our team here, except we're missing Jan Searleman. And Jan Searleman is a very integral part of this team. Unfortunately, she was not able to come today. And so, first of all, we've got Wim van der Plas, who is also the co-founder of ISEA in general, a long time ago, 1988. He's going to talk about the history of the organization and the start of the archives. Terry's going to talk about the volunteers, internships. I'll talk about how we operate and do a live demo. And again, special thanks to Jan.
And you hit the tab, right? Okay. I have 2 minutes, so I hope you can read fast. This is to illustrate how the symposium started, sort of in a chaotic way and spontaneous and without a big institute behind it. So this is to explain that in the first place the symposium became a nomadic affair, and it was organized by a different group of people each time. And there was no central organization with money. In short, we started to think about an archive, and we got some funding for it long after ISEA started. So we developed the first very artistic interface and a website, but the server that we were on stopped serving us. So and on a very short term, so Bonnie jumped in, did away with the artistic interface, and created a sort of straightforward archive that is sort of complete today. It's never complete, but sort of. And it's a WordPress archive, and it exists since then. At a certain point, we decided we needed a nicer archive that would have more internal interactivity and would be able to store images and much more audiovisual information. So we started a new archive, and currently we have 2 archives. And the new archive, when it's complete, it's almost complete, needs to be checked for mistakes, and at least until then, we will have the 2 archives going. In the meantime, we have a large team of volunteers who are usually students, interns, and...
Wait, you're going into Terry's section.
Oh, you have to say the same things as I did here.
Okay. So thank you, Wim. I'm talking about the I'm going to talk about the international volunteer team. So, like Wim said, the team is the archive is being developed by a team of international volunteers coming from different parts of the world, and volunteers involved in the role related to management, the content, graphic design, programming, research, and many others. So currently it is co-directed by Wim, Bonnie, Jan, and myself, and we recruit students from different institutions. And we also have to thank you, because of most of our volunteers are students, so we also want to thank you, the professors from different institutions who help us to manage these students. And we have all the contributors listed in our web page. So this is what we have shown here. And especially, I want to thank you, Cynthia, for helping us for the latest project. From the managing the Mexico students, and we're looking for constantly looking for volunteers. So if you're interested, please contact us at this contact email. Thank you, and I'll pass it on to Bonnie.
This is actually presenting for Jan Searleman. Our volunteers are broken into two groups. We have content managers and programmers, and we've recently integrated a third group, and that is proofreading, fixing content, code, that sort of thing. And with the content managers, they deal with image, getting the image ready. We put metadata inside the image, we resize it. And with the programmer, they also deal with text entry, editing, OCR. Programmers deal with setting up the interface and creating those relationships that you see between the data. We take care of these tasks using Trello, which is a project management tool. And we have everything very well organized with an idea that at some point we'll have to migrate it, right? And so we have it very well organized on Google, using some of the Google tools, spreadsheets, that sort of thing. When the students are working with the images, they add all of the additional information into the system. And the coders are working with a variety of different programming languages within the WordPress kind of environment, but PHP and JavaScript, that sort of thing. Now, what I'd like to do is bring you on a quick, very quick, live demo. So. First. Okay, I encourage you to, explore this. And I just want to say, this is in progress. If you run into pages that you see, oh, it's missing information, where's this, that's wrong, please contact us. So it starts off with a basic menu, and you can pick your symposium, and then once you do, you get this sub-menu. So we have basic information about the various editions of ISEA, but you can also jump into the art events and presentations and that sort of thing within each of the years. And we have a bit of information about the venues, and when you go to the page, it lists all of the things that happened at that venue, and we have a page full of presentations for each of the years that it occurred. And if you click on any one of those, you go another level deeper, and you get information about that. The abstracts, sometimes we've got the full paper, sometimes the PDF, sometimes images. If you click on the workshops within any particular year, you also get the information that we have available. Now, we are depending on publications for some of these earlier bits of content, and sometimes the publications didn't include all of it, so please contact us. Art events are the most exciting part, but probably the part that is lacking the most in regards that we're missing a lot of images. And when you click on any of the art events, you get information about that art event, as well as images, videos, whatever we can find gets tossed in there, okay, related to that, the categories and other pieces that were related to that. The most exciting part to me about this is the contributor pages. And the contributor pages, when you go in there and take a look at what the, sorry, it wasn't scrolling. There's a huge number of contributors here, and it will list all of their contributions over the years. And so it's really kind of a CV for all of the presenters over the years. We also have a publication menu, and you can get whole proceedings and catalogs from the past. And then we have all these different ways that you can access the information. And so you could get all of like the presentations by types. You can get the workshops by types, art events by types, and we have subtypes as well. And we do need help with the categorization of some of these, because we have student workers and they're not quite sure, is that environmental art or is that robotics? Or we had one that labeled everything performance. We're like, oh no, that's not a performance. And so, a blank page. Oh, there we go. Another thing that is the future, I would say, is we want to have some visualization of this data. And the first thing that we have really is a location data. And so we have mapped that onto a Google sort of map here, and you can click on any of these and see all of the people that participated in ISEA over the years. And I think that's a quick tour. That's it. So if you have any questions about that, please let us know. And if you'd like to volunteer or have your students volunteer, or maybe you are missing things on your page, contact us, please. Thank you.